What's up, guys? It's Eric here. Today we are VOD reviewing a game from 60 Second, one of the best players in China. He's like top 10 on the ladder. He's like ranked 5 right now, something like that. I really wanted to just go back to China, see, what Chinese TFT players are doing right now to get a sense for like how different the meta is, any like different strategies they might be using, different legends, that kind of stuff. 60 Second is using ERF, which is quite popular in North America as well. So that's something to note. I saw a decent amount of Vladimir actually in the last lobby that 60 Second was playing in. Also, if you want to know what our region is, I believe it's Godwillow's Grove. Yeah, and there the grove appears. So yeah, it's Godwillow's Grove. He's going to end up playing two Maokais here. He is okay. So it is the Earth Legend. You have to already be thinking about, okay, how are we going to like try to tailor our board for this Tome of Traits? We got dropped a Jace. You could also look for Piltover, though that's like very first or eighth, but I know Shadow Isles is really, really strong, and Bastion's really, really strong. That's why if anyone ever, if I've coached anyone who is playing around this Earth Legend, I feel like this Maokai is an amazing unit to play. Wow, what a cool puzzle here, actually, because he has the God Willows, so he can get an extra unit in, basically, so he can basically play like he has 4 in. He decides to play this board, so he's tailoring for these 6 traits. Not bad. He gets this in. Strategist and Noxus is like kind of meh. Like, I don't know, how good is Shurima? You probably don't want Gunner that much. You'd prefer, like, the Sork from this, so that makes a decent amount of sense. You could even get, like, Kassadin for Void possibilities. Sadly, he doesn't have, like, a Yordle or anything, like a Teemo to make it really easy for him to tailor, but still seems fine. His item stems are pretty awkward here as well. Could be Static Shift, could be, like, a Hodge, but nothing that you're too happy about. We will see what our first augment from Earth is. It is gold, so we have the option to take 1 tome if we want it. He rerolls both options. I mean, Comet Caster is a fine augment. Like, I don't really hate either of these. You could even take, yeah, you could take the Rod, go make JG, and just play an AP game from here. Your opener is, like, not the best, though. Yeah, he's just going to take the tome and crack it immediately. Oh my god, and he gets, okay, so he gets, and look at these options. These are some crazy options, especially on this patch. Also, I just realized, did I change my view so that my face disappeared? Whoops, I think I did that on accident. Is the opportunity for Demacia, which is of course very strong in this patch. His items aren't like terrible, but they're not like great for it. You could play like 7 Demacia, Gwynsu Hodge for your Garen. I don't necessarily hate it. The only issue is he has no Demacia units. Probably the most straightforward from this position is just take Piltover and play a Piltover opener. There's also just Bastion, which I think is really, really strong. I'm curious to see what he takes here. If I'm in this spot, I'm probably just taking Bastion, playing a vertical Bastion game. You could make like Last Whisper and then just like try to find a Gwynsu after that. That's probably what I would go for here, but I'm curious to see what 60 Second takes. I know we've auto-reviewed a game a while back with 60 Second playing around Piltover with like a crazy, like intense cash out. So yeah, I'm not that surprised to see him pick Piltover here. And yeah, he's going to play his weakest board here. Oh, that's interesting. He tries to actually slam it on the Viego, but that doesn't work. Today I learned, actually. The big thing here, the reason he takes the Maokai off his board, 1 is he wants to lose, and 2, he wants to make 10. So we're just going to lose this fight. He doesn't even like hold Orianna pair here. Like, I would be actually a bit surprised if he even makes it. One thing that you can do, and wow, this is going to be really, really crucial. One thing he can do this game, I've talked about this before, and he can even make Orianna 2 now because of this thing, which is really, really cool. You see, he only has 2 Piltover in, and he's going to wait. He's going to wait until he sees his matchup. Because there's an open fording player this game who picked Vladimir. If he fights that player who's open fording, he's not going to slam the Piltover spat because he wants to guarantee that he loses versus them. However, he sees this person right here with a Collector Ai Soraka. Oh my god, holy woach. And he can easily just slam the Piltover Emblem here because he knows he's going to lose the fight. This is something that people used to do in the past, like Underground Emblem, things like that. You pop it off every single round, put it onto some garbage unit, and then if you're going to fight someone who you know you're going to beat, then you just don't slam it. If you fight someone you know you're going to lose to, then you slam it. You can also even like wait a little bit and see like how the fight turns out. The only scary thing about that is obviously you have to slam it on either the Irelia or the Kale here. Yeah, this is really smart, actually bringing the Kale back, which gives him a little bit more time to know. Like, if it's a close fight, he can always slam it on Kale because she's going to be like the last unit alive. So I really like that positioning as well. Some really smart stuff so far from 60 Second. He is, however, fighting a level 5 player and is just getting absolutely destroyed here, 75 HP. The only downside to this strategy is that he's basically full open in this situation. Items-wise here, so he has Piltover. Last Whisper seems like a very solid slam. I would ideally get a bow here, but it's stuck on a 1 cost. So yeah, I like the Rod here. You could even make the Gwynsu, but the problem is, like, you are leaving yourself without Last Whisper if you make Gwynsu here. I'm curious to see. what he ends up building. You know, he could also just like wait a little while before stemming anything. Maybe he just wants to guarantee the rod for the Guinsu because he knows he's going to want that later. I mean, I can't imagine it's for anything else. But yep, pop off this from Irelia, play the Cassidon, who's actually like a decent unit. What you can't even do is like play a slightly strong board so that you're going to beat everyone except for the person who's like full open. So yeah, I would be scouting a lot here, but I think he's like just probably chilling, talking to Twitch chat or something like that. So yeah, and it makes sense, right? He can always just do this little cheese, and he's guaranteed to get, if not like a 5 loss, because maybe his loss streak gets broken, but he's always going to keep his Piltover loss streak. Oh yeah, that's the important thing, I guess, that I should probably explain if someone's like new to the game. If you win with Piltover, you break your loss streak with Piltover, and Piltover, the rewards you get are higher and higher and higher as your loss streak is bigger. So he wants to have as big of a loss streak as possible so that he gets the biggest Piltover reward possible. So even if he's going to win this fight, like he fights this person here who's open fort, he doesn't want to have Piltover in because that'll give him a win and that'll cash him out, which means he's not going to get a bigger reward down the line. And here, look, he fights the full open player. He's going to win this fight. He's going to lose his loss streak, which feels bad for sure, but he doesn't lose his Piltover loss streak, which is really, really crucial. So really smart stuff. Also, what the heck happened there? Like, I don't know. Okay, it doesn't matter. I like pushed my headphone cord up against something and it made like a really weird sound. It was very strange. But yeah, this is really crucial that he hasn't actually lost his Piltover loss streak. Very, very valuable here. You gotta be a little bit careful here. Yeah, he gets the God Willows in just to give his Maokai a little bit more frontline. I'm almost scared that this, I guess this board wins, right? I mean, you have Orianna too. You have 0 items slammed. At least you have Shadow Wells in, so Maokai's gonna tank of it. I would be a little bit scared and might have to like slam items on Ori. Looks like we're completely fine. I'm just traumatized from times when I've lost to Krogs. But I mean, this fight, like, we're gonna win it, but like, it's pretty close. Double Sona here, you can sell both in pre-level. Yeah, I mean, really good fight judging by 60-second to know that he's going to win this fight. He doesn't actually pre-level there, I'm surprised. I'm very surprised about him not pre-leveling there, because it's basically a free, slightly better shop. You have a chance of high rolling like a Zeri, Helios. Items-wise here, I mean, you're going to have to make something like a Redemption, probably. I like something like Last Whisper Redemption, or Guinsu Redemption, but I think the Last Whisper is really valuable. The problem is, like, it probably has to be Guinsu. And, yep. Oh, Protectors, actually. Oh, and then he slams it like, oh, wow, he slams it all. Okay. So he decides to make Protectors. The reason I was against Protectors is it kills your component for Titans. But I mean, I guess your bow is always going to go to Last Whisper, so this is actually pretty smart. And then he even slams the Hodge there just to slam everything. Wow. Okay. I mean, both of these just give you a lot of items. I would probably reroll this just because I'm not that interested in trying to like make the pivot into like a Shadow Isles comp or something. He's gonna reroll Buried Treasures immediately. So yeah, maybe just ooh. I'm really surprised that he was about to rip this tome, but he sees something also very interesting here, which is level up. So here's why actually he didn't pre-level, because he was playing for the potential to hit level up here. I would always pre-level because the chance of hitting level up here is quite low, but he ends up actually hitting the level up. He's so rich. I mean, surely you take this, right? He's full, well, not full loss streak, but he's quite a big loss streak, and he's gonna get the gold from Piltover. He's 74 gold here. He can just level to 6, still make 50. Like, yeah, I think you have to go for it. Yeah, he doesn't, I mean, at this point, he has the full open player out of his pool. I was curious to see what he would do here. It looks like he is still going to play for the Piltover cheese, though. So, yeah, he wants to make sure that he keeps this loss streak. Like, this person's finds they're even a little weak. He's going to slam all of his items, but yeah, you can hold this Piltover emblem. He's got the Callista in, and he doesn't have to... Oh, God. Oh, make sure you... Okay, because he has to slam it here. He can't... Okay, wow, he waited until the last second there. But yeah, if you let the Callista die, then you can no longer slam the emblem and get the loss there, because obviously you can't put it onto Orianna or Jace. So scary stuff, scary stuff. What a fun game so far. He's 45 HP. That's not even that low. It's not high, I would say, but it's not too bad. The only downside here is nowadays to sell Callista if he wants to continue to do this. Wow, look at the flexibility. Pivoting into the Freljord angle. Wow, and then gets Brawlers in. Bruisers, I think. Well, it's in Chinese, so I can't understand it, but it's Bruisers, right? It's not Brawlers. Brawlers was last set. In any case, he's still going to keep cheesing. Really, really impressive stuff. He's going to fight another Piltover player. They have a combat augment here, so you would think that they would have the upper hand. Their board looks... And they have this auction. I think we're fine. Like, we're going to lose. But he's just playing it very, very smart. Just waiting till the last possible second to slam it in case something weird happens. Down to 34 HP. Do we Here's a question for you guys. Do we just spike 3-5 here? I kind of want to greed it out a little bit longer than that. You want another bow here to finish Last Whisper, I would think. He's just going to guarantee the Aphelios side. Oh, yeah, no, because he made Hodge. He doesn't care about Last Whisper. Is he going to pivot his board out of Piltover? This is some crazy stuff. Because, I mean, guarantee the Aphelios is very, very good, of course. But, like, you aren't normally playing Piltover into Aphelios in this position. You're just playing it into Zeri, which is like a slightly worse unit for sure, but you know, the synergies work out a lot better. Wow, what a game! What a game! Oh my god, I feel this game is so crazy already. So yeah, like I'm really curious to see what his late game board ends up being. And here's the thing: now he's actually not going to sell the Ash. One, because he almost might want to cash out a little bit, and two, because he needs the Ash if he wants to play on Aphelios. So yeah, he's actually going to try to fit in Freljord here. I don't know how he's going to make this work. There's a strong board that he's fighting here. He's going to take a big loss here. 5 units down to 22 HP. Now, there's 2 schools of thought. One, you could just send it next round, level up, and roll a bit and try to spike your board so that you cash out here. Or you can try to cash out at 4-1. Curious to see what he does here. Ooh, he hits the Urgot, which is nice. He still has Jace, so he can play the Urgot. He can move item to Aphelios and move item to Urgot. He is going to level to 8 here. Now, how much does he roll? He's going to roll a bit. He's going to roll to try to spike his board. Oh my god, he hits a Scion. A Sejuani too. That's got to be good enough. Wow, huge. You want to get Urgot and Scion in here, but he actually can't get both in. That's so rough that he has the Scion here. But this has got to be enough. Guinsoo there, Hodge there. As long as... Oh, what? He Hodged as Aphelios? No way. But look at this board that it's fighting. It's like, it's way too hard for them to get through the Sejuani. Really smart stuff. Spikes his board here. Hits the Sejuani too. And like, you know, if you don't hit Sejuani 2, you're hitting Urgot 2, you're hitting Aphelios 2, you're high rolling some 5 cost like he hit the Scion. And he wins the fight, gets the 25 stat cash out. Now, what's his cash out going to be? Look at all this stuff. All this gold. Radiant QSS. Oh my god. Okay, so it was like 30 gold Radiant QSS. It's not bad, honestly. The Radiant QSS is like really good on like Zeri. Probably fine on Aphelios here. I'm really shocked that he didn't Hodge the Urgot. But I think he just wanted his board to be as strong as possible. It's also like Urgot got nerfed pretty hard this patch. Maybe he thinks that it's actually more valuable to just go for the Aphelios item. I mean, could be Last Whisper if he wants. He's going to keep rolling here. Finds Heimerdinger, which is huge. Going to continue to roll down. Finds a Chase. Anno. He's going to skip Shrinko because he's playing around. Oh, he's going to use the new Reparo. Okay. Interesting. He actually likes going for Reparo there and goes for Golden Eater and then frontlines it. Wow. Radiant QSS going here. And then I can't imagine we're going to slam Last Whisper for skipping Shrinko. So we're just going to chill with this board. Wow. What a cool game. So this is 60 seconds opinion of like what's quite strong with Piltover in this situation. You actually played Piltover Aphelios here instead of the traditional Piltover Zeri because of how much stronger Aphelios is than Zeri, especially because he got Aphelios off Carousel. Maybe if he got Zeri, it'd be a different... There's no way he takes Piltover +1, right? I mean, it would be so sick, but there's no way, right? He actually, the madman, he did it. Oh my god. Fine Zeri. He can get Piltover in with God Willows? Who's he missing? Wait, I didn't even see who he's missing there. He doesn't have Jace. He sold Jace. We're 5. We're 5 Piltover. Oh no. I mean, no way. No way he's going to reforge this QSS. Finds a random Echo too, but it doesn't do anything. He gets it back there in time. Guinsoo, Hodge. Where did the... Is it stuck on... It's stuck on Echo, right? The Radiant QSS is on Echo! No, man, no! Oh my god, he's gonna win the fight anyway. I was like, what happened to Radiant QSS? It's still on Echo. Oh my god, what a game though so far. What are we doing? Now we have to sell the Echo, or like, was he planning on reforging it? What do we get from this? 1 gold, great. Awesome, thanks Piltover. Finds a Lissandra. Reforges. Radiant Titans, there's no way. Oh, that's so good. I mean, he had a second Reforger. Oh my goodness. And now he has 6 Piltover in with the, I guess it was Orianna he got in. He still doesn't have Jace, but he doesn't need Jace with Heimer, Echo, Ori, and whatever the last Piltover unit is here. I'm losing my mind. Is there a Jace? Am I blind? You get +2 Piltover in this spot. Heimer, Orianna, Echo, and then scream at the comments what the last one is right now, because we're not playing Jace. What unit are we playing? He has a Jinx on his God Willows, right? No, maybe that's someone else? No, but he has List there. I guess we'll see after Carousel. I'm blanking. Oh, Vi, duh. Okay, so yeah, you don't need one of either Ori or Jace. Normally you don't play the Ori, but he's not playing Jace here. Takes another bow. I mean, surely we're not going for the triple Gwynsu build. I would like to get some AD on this area, I would think. But now we have 6 Piltover in, so we're getting the 6 Piltover bonus every round. They nerfed this considerably since PvE, so I'm curious to see what it actually looks like now. I mean, Jace plus Ashe, that's like pretty garbage, but it's not terrible. And then we're getting this because we won the round, so we don't get any stacks, we just cash out. Rolling at 0 every round, by the way. He has a Senna here, but he can't even play it. Wow. Mine's Ashe too. So, I mean, for now, this is basically the board if he wants to play 6 Piltover, right? Not really much that can be taken out. He's got the Liss on there to get in 3 Freljord, which means that he doesn't need to build any Shred. The other thing is, like, maybe part of the reason why he was confident in playing this board is because we are in God Willows. So he knew that he could actually get Freljord in, even with also having in Piltover. But what a crazy game. I mean, he's really at this point just rolling down to find Zeri too. He's 22 HP, but he has this huge Urgot. What's our orb got in it? 3 gold? Oh, it's so underwhelming. He's going to keep donkey rolling until he finds Zeri. There's the Zeri. And now we should just be off to the races, right? No upgrades left to find. Our board is almost fully upgraded. We have this... It's really interesting what he did with this turret. Where he's frontlining it with the Reparo. Then he also built Burno Goldeniter on it. So it's going to, like, do some work, but also, like, going to be some frontline. So, like, does it... I think it got the rockets off there, but it's hard to even tell. And then it's gonna reforge back up. I wonder if this is like new meta. Wow, this is cool. I haven't seen too much of people trying out the new Reparo yet. So far, it's looked underwhelming. I feel like I'd probably still prefer the double Burno, but I mean, he certainly thinks that the Reparo is the way to go, especially in a setup like this where you maybe need a little bit more frontline because you're only really relying on the Sejuani and like kind of Urgot, but it's nerfed Urgot as well. I mean, at this point, oh, component for triple. Are we really going triple Glinsus though? I mean, we don't need the rod for like a Morello's or anything like that because we already have the Burno, but like the burn is like pretty unreliable because it's frontline. I don't love this honestly, but I guess we can evaluate it throughout the rest of the game. I mean, I don't dislike just Titan's Gwynsu, but it's a little bit bad to have triple Gwynsu. I much prefer just like a GS on her. Maybe Renan's? Gargoyle, Gwynsu Heimer. Huh. I mean, I for sure would have made another Urgot item here, but maybe he just thinks Titans is not the wave. Interesting. Really interesting stuff. So yeah, he decides to greed the Zeri item. He knows he's quite strong. He knows he's going to potentially get items off of 6 Piltover. So he's just going to opt to greed it fully and like greed for a good Zeri item, which, I mean, honestly, his board is so strong with the big T-hacks, with the Radiant Titans. I can't believe he hit that. Oh my god. What a content player, honestly. Like, imagine you reports that and hit like Radiant Deathcap, Radiant Archangels or something. Like, you're just like, oh no. Right now we're still just getting gold here. Is just gonna go the fastest 9 of his life here. Going to get Ionian Ryzen, which is really, really strong. It's also Invoker, which is kind of cute. So we're just gonna play this Rise for now. I mean, maybe it's just me. I think we could go 10 from this spot. I think our board's quite strong. And you're 22 HP, so even if you lose, it's not the end of the world. He's going to fight the final reserves player who is playing... Ooh, 5 Yasuos. You got to be careful. This player could easily hit a Yasuo 3 this game with their final reserves econ. They're level 8, 50 gold, so they're going to be like level 9, at least 50 gold probably. So you got to be really careful. Like, they could have just immediately hit Yasuo 3. Oof, that's rough. Okay, they didn't proc final reserves yet. Is anyone else playing Yasuo, which is really important here? I mean, the fact that they have 5 makes me think probably not. But if anyone else is playing Yasuo, that makes it a lot easier for them to be denied, because then you can just deny one, and then it's impossible for them to hit. Another Rise is good. Wow, just immediately hits the Rise, too. That's very big. Oh, they didn't get final reserves yet, procced, but are they rolling on 8? I mean, surely they didn't level, because then they're going to lose all of the XP. I guess they just rolled on 8 there. I'm quite surprised about that. They didn't get final reserves proc because they're not 1 HP. Why would you roll there? I mean, surely they didn't go 9. No, they just rolled on 8. 6 Yasuos. Wouldn't you prefer to roll on 9 with, like, the much... I'm very confused about that play. I think that's kind of silly, but... Yeah, I can't imagine why you would roll on 8 there, because you're just going to lose the fight, get final reserve proc, and then you can go 9. But I don't know. It's not like you're going to save HP. I mean, I guess they can maybe save HP by making some upgrades, and then they get to keep their second life for a while. I guess there is an idea that if they lose to anyone but 62nd, that final life is just going to end up getting taken by 62nd. I mean, Yasuo 3 can probably beat this board, though, I would think. Wow. Slim pickings among items. I guess you can take Redemption. Looking at, like, Zeke's, maybe? Yeah, Redemption's fine. Just, like, slap it on Vi or something. Oh, he's even thinking about putting it on, like, Rise backline. Oh, he's gonna Reforge it. Oh, wow. And he hits Morello's. I mean, Rise hits a decent number of targets. Isn't it just Rise? You don't have Senna in eventually. Oh, he's just gonna do it on the Ashe. Ashe is a very solid user of Morello's as well. Okay, it's fine. She probably casts faster than Rise? Actually, I'm not sure. Auto. About the same, but yeah, Ashe does cast faster. But yeah, I mean, it looks like his board's cruising. The question is, can anyone outcap him? I'm really curious to see what the final reserves players spot ends up looking like. That's them. Okay, they rolled it to 0 at level 9. They did make top 4. But they only have 6 Yasuos, so he probably doesn't have to worry about them hitting. Wow. Honestly, 6 Piltover looks pretty bad, doesn't it? What has he got from this entire gold augment so far this game? He's got 1 rod, like 10 gold in units maybe, and then like 6 gold in just like random gold. Oh, they're one off their... Ooh, they're selling their whole board. They lost the game. They knew that they were fighting 62nd here, so they knew they had to find Yasuo 3 to have any shot, but if you're selling your board, then you're just doomed. I'm surprised that this player rolled their gold on 8. I think they should have just sacked and rolled it on 9. I know the odds for... I mean, what's the difference? I don't actually know what the difference on 4 costs is, level 8 versus level 9. I can't imagine it's very high. Level 8 is 25, level 9 is 30. I mean, it's not big, but it's not nothing. I mean, I definitely would take that there in their spot, but yeah, I don't know. I think they trolled it a bit. Still just a 25 stack T-Hex. If you get some crazy stuff, you can certainly think about cutting Piltover, because these units aren't the best. Like, you know, you can think about cutting Senna. Like, if you can get like a Senna 2, Scion 2 in, it's probably solid. We can just level here, is the thing. Wow, still nothing. I mean, I guess I'll take a Deathblade on my Zeri. I just need a 3rd item on her. I'm pretty sure Deathblade is... He's going to go for the QSS Urgot. Wow. Okay. I mean, it's a solid Urgot item, but not great. I'm constantly surprised by his choices. There's some really interesting stuff. I just think the Deathblade for Zeri to scale off it would be nice. I mean, it's a really easy Zephyr for the enemy here, but they miss it. Like, he just swaps Zeri to the other side. Like, it's pretty easy to hit this Zephyr, but they miss it, which is kind of sad for them, because their board's actually quite capped. If there's a board that can beat 62nd, it's this, right? Vertical Bastion with Ascension. This is the super degen Bastion player who just plays Vlad, takes almost all the Vlad augments except for Bastion +1, and then their board is just insane. Oh my god, okay. I was actually, like, not 100% sure if this patch was the new patch, but I mean, seeing this board, like, I can... Yeah, it's definitely the new patch, for sure. Okay, ends up cutting, and now we can actually get out of 6 Piltover, which is probably what we should have done. Like, I mean, we probably should have never been in 6 Piltover in the first place. But he is going to finally get out of 6 Piltover. Still has 4 in, so he still has this random Vi in just because he has nothing better to play. And we're going to take one more fight against this player. He does actually do a good job of putting the Zeri not in the corner, so we can very likely dodge the Zephyr, and he does. But it's just so hard to get through these units. It does look like we are getting through, though, with all these better units in. Okay, and it's going to be a win? Yeah, that's it. That is it, actually. He only needed 1 win. That was the final fight, and he won it. So that's the dub for 62nd on the 6 Piltover +1 to end out the game. What a crazy game. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, comment, subscribe, check my Twitch, and all my other links down below. Thank you.